Hello. So I want to talk today about authenticity. And my goal for this video is to do it as authentically as possible, which seems so funny, but that is really my goal. Like, I want to be me. I want to go at my own pace. I don't want to do the I gotta move fast because I'm on YouTube. I just want to be me. And I'm dorky. I'm goofy. I don't always know what I'm going to say, but I want to just be real. And I feel smiley and warm and giddy as I say that. All right, so authenticity. Oh my gosh, I even feel a little teary. Authenticity is like truly one of my most favorite things. Because I feel like authenticity at its core, it's us just speaking, acting, expressing from our truest self to the best of our ability. It's not perfect. It's an imperfect art, the art of authenticity, because we have these human bodies, and I believe that we all have an essence, a soul, and we want to translate our essence, our soul, into ourself. I was just getting a call, but I'm going to ignore that right now. We want to translate that essence, that soul, into who we are. And it's not easy. Like, how do we do that? How do we do that? Authenticity is something for me that it's been a challenging thing. It's been a challenging thing for me to fully do. Because I grew up as a people pleaser. I grew up as someone who had some trauma. I grew up learning to be a chameleon, and at a very young age, like many of us, I learned to alter my thoughts, feelings, my words, my desires in order to garner approval and gain favor and to be liked and to be loved and to avoid conflict. And I think at a very young age, learning these strategies, it's almost like then the muscles, like truly the muscles of authenticity get weak, and they get weaker and weaker. And suddenly I find myself at age 28 in a coaching program at the Hendricks Institute, where I was learning, studying with the amazing Kathleen Hendricks. And, one of her biggest things is authenticity, and I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how to show up real. I kept trying. I kept seeing other people in this coaching program are crying and feeling angry and sharing and moving their body. And so I was just okay, I'll just cry and I'll do what they're doing. And I kept experiencing people kind of essentially rolling their eyes at me like, Juna, no, we're not buying it. We're not buying it. And I was so confused. How do I do this real thing? How do I do this authenticity thing? I'm proud of myself that I kept trying. I'm proud of myself I didn't give up. If you're watching this video and you're wanting to learn the art and practice of authenticity, I'd say that is number one. Don't give up. The real you is in here, and you just need to start practicing accessing her or him or it, and make space for this part of you to be here and play with it. And I think that's one of the biggest things I started doing at my time in this apprenticeship program was I started blurting on paper and blurting verbally with words. And that would be one thing I would really invite for you. If you want to do it on paper, number one, just take out a good old piece of paper and a pen, and at the top of the page, just start with what I actually think and feel right now is, and then keep pen to paper, keep writing, get messy, be unedited, blurt on paper until you are complete. Fill up pages and pages. What I actually think and feel right now is. And you might surprise yourself. Hopefully you'll surprise yourself about what comes out of you. And you'll know that you arrived on something that's true, meaning something that's really coming from your essence. When you feel this whole body tingles, when you feel like space in your body, when you feel like you can finally take a deep breath, when you feel a huge wave of maybe grief or anger, tears, when you feel warmth and love and light, there'll be some kind of shift in my experience that happens when you arrive on what's true. And then when you're ready, do this verbally. And for some of us, maybe it won't feel safe to do it in your home because there's other people home. And so go in a car. Go in your car, or go in a closet or a bathroom, and give yourself space and time to unedited blurt. And again, you could start with that same prompt. What I actually think and feel right now is. And what I think and feel about this person is, or about this situation is, or about my life right now is, and you just start letting words flow. Again, unedited, unenlightened, blurting out loud. You can make sounds. Ideally, you're moving your body, because some of these things you can imagine, like some of our truths are almost like stuck in this armpit and stuck right here in my right hip. And if I just move and I get it out, get it out. You can also use the prompt, what I actually think about this person is, what I think about this situation is, the thing I'm most afraid to say to this person is, and you can just let it flow. And the big thing here is non-judgment. So you have to be in a mindfulness practice, essentially, where you're not judging whatever comes out of your mouth. And you're open to whatever wants to come out of your mouth. And you might be afraid of what comes out of your mouth, but your desire for truth is larger than your fear. And that was maybe one of the biggest shifts for me, was that my yearning for my true self finally became larger than my fear of the consequences of being my true self with the people around me. And some of my relationships, I'd say many of my relationships, changed a great deal since that time when I started to access more of my true thoughts and feelings. Do I still have a people pleaser? Yes. Do I still have amazing chameleon abilities? Heck yeah. But I feel like there is this ability to now take a deep breath, drop into the well that is Juna, and access my essence, and speak, emote, have an affect, and take action from my truer self. And this is really my wish for all of you who are watching this. Let me know how this lands for you in the comments below. And thank you for doing this good work. It's courageous work. Okay.